Go, my eyes. do you see, Sunan? Sigurd Jarl! Back where you belong. Oh, I missed you, my brother.
Yeah, you missed me?
Yeah.
Once or twice, I hear.
What?
You took your time to find me. Was it for this? To enjoy your time on my throne?
I did only what you asked of me.
And you slew all those who questioned you.
That is not what happened. Randvi will tell you.
Oh yeah, we'll see. My dear wife, brought to me as a gift by her clan to pacify my ambition. Yes, I'm sure she will be the one to tell me the truth.
What did that witch Fulke do to you?
You cannot even begin to imagine the things I've seen. What I've learned. Born of gods is who I am. A lord of war. A Roman Mars. I know who I am. I know my destiny. And you will not hinder me!
Brother.
Forgive me. I am faint. Tired of the day and all that has passed. I need air.
He's been this way since his return. Could you speak with him? Settle his mind?
I can try.
Stand with cheer, one and all. Today is a day of celebration. Our Jarl is with us. Tonight, let us drink and eat.
Basim, will you not join us?
In time, I may celebrate, but tonight is a melancholy mood. I would rather sit here quietly, alone with my thoughts.
I understand.
Do not let Sigurd's present mood upset you. He spoke warmly of you as we sailed here. I believe he still trusts you more deeply than he can express.
We trust each other.
That is clear. Enjoy the feast, Eivor.
Where's Sigurd gone? Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Thunin, guide me. There you are, brother. What are you doing here? I was looking for you. Sigurd.
Dark died defending my honor?
So he claimed.
Then he was a fool. My honor needs no defense. It is stone solid, unblemished.
I offered him a way out.
Say nothing more of the past. It is gone. There is a rift as deep as death between then and now. I was tested, Eivor, in a crucible of blood and fire. And in my agony, I was reborn. You may think me less than I was, but this is not so. I am greater than before. My mind is a wellspring of prophecies, visions that tell me who I truly am. For all that, I am grateful for my suffering.
Sigurd, I want to understand, but all you say makes little sense.
Basim saw these things in me. Fulke, too. Despite her cruelty, she spoke the truth. I am more than the man I was. More than this hobbling stick that stands before you. You must look harder, Eivor. Deeper. See for yourself what they found in me. Do you see it? My greater self.
I don't know what that means.
Look. This is the face of a god.
I see only my brother and my truest friend returned to where he is loved and cherished, where he's meant to be.
You are kind, but your eyes are clouded by the past, a place I can no longer see. I fear our paths diverged long ago. Go. I wish to be alone. Return to my feast and drink for me. Celebrate the days to come in my name.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Best tell her the good news.
My love. What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast. And when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more.
Do you think Sigurd knows? About us?
I don't think so. He would have said something. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him, but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he is barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
want to see the Alliance map. What transpires in Glowecestrescire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Glowecestrescire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
All right, I'll be Gunner's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Glowechester. You will find him there.
Eivor, have you seen Wallace? I'm so pleased that you're here.
I have something new to show you.
I would like to see what you have in stock.
All done?
Can we do a bit of training?
Absolutely. Do you need anything else?
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Make sure you talk to your Raven regularly. They like that.
Eivor, if you've a moment to spare...
Novid, you look quite at home in your new shop.
I am. I acquired some rather unique items on my travels, offered in exchange for precious Yule tokens. Care to see what we have?
I must take my leave. So long.
Aha! Ready to drink?
Of course. You are but
You are quite the guzzler. Try again anytime. Aha! Ready to drink?
Of course. We're going to start. Got some on your boots?
You are quite the guzzler. Try again anytime.
Show me what you have.
Have a gander.
I have to go. See you soon.
Now what? The worst is, I've broken bread with them and they've come trading. And they're damned marry fellows.
Yeah!
Show me what lies.
Yo! Yeah!
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile like I haven't seen in some time.
Eivor, thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here, Bridget, my own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Ravensthorpe da, with my Zigrili.
Good to meet you as well. How did you find a woman in these backwoods?
She came through the settlement selling runes, outshone every stone in her satchel. She offered me a trade, a rune for a brooch I was making. I got a better deal. But she loves the ugly little thing.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Nath Mama Dad carried Evan Gillid and Anun. Cannon have drews me.
Bridget Man Pa, the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out for her.
I should like to meet this elderman of yours, if our kinfolk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come, we go find him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. Yw two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilydd. That Eivor gal clis llawn.
Right, no daylight to waste then, huh?
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of everyone.
Hope you don't mind if I pick up where we left off.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
There is the Elderman. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be Elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
Have I wronged you? I'm here only for the wedding. Where I come from, we do not poison the well of friendship so swiftly.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
I am here as a friend to Gunnar. I do not like to make enemies when breaking bread, so tread careful, boy.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevder? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevder, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevder, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes, the shrine. And with so many thieves and fangs on the path, a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
Well, shall we then? Samhain. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic, spirits in the air. Gloucestrescire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill, but the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around,
it lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met... Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenhelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunon for your safe return. I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh, Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety. Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from?
Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Cunan has the eyes of prophecy.
This blood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely this shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Glowecester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Cunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our path was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the Brevo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight, two of you as a pair.
I kept my word to Cunan, and that spatcock Tefter lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Tefter. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgal an fel y sprydjan and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Glowecester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given? Huh. I've only seen such a thing done at feasts.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, let's hooden. Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering, but even a knife to my throat could not make me sing on command.
Shame. I heard your voice clear as a bell. Larks fall from the sky in envy.
Gunnar, if no one else is dressed this way, I will fill your shop with sheep. Survey the area, student.
As I was saying...
Then, through the mist of the night, they saw a woman at the crossroads.
That house for sure.
Good! Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Are you playing the role of trickster spirit?
Can trickster spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
All it takes is a mask and some sweet cakes to turn you into a gentle skull.
I am not going to sing, Gunnar. A child.
I have cakes! Mummy made! Here!
Ah, lads getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones. Eivor!
I have come to rhyme with you.
In the gloaming, see her roaming hidden neath the hood.
Never knowing who is knocking, wanting something good.
Oh, very nice.
Look at these cakes! Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar!
My cakes!
Look soon in there. Gunnar!
What did you say to me?
Damn
I said,
deserter.
cloth ears, take your boss.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hood him more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, I'm tall.
Time to die! You know we should be burning alive!
Are you sure you don't want to stay in Glowecestrescire?
They know how to have fun. My leg!
Gunnar!
Buenavalis Macallon!
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
Careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Tilukis. Modron's a gumpas to patch this land.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Glowecestrescire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gwenny, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
Yes, grab the worms just to be safe. Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before you return.
Give me strength.
My mom Modron is known I'm a humor towish gutran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.